When did that happen?
You didn't hear him tell you? He told us that. Well, he told me. He's gonna be right behind us.
I got him.
This is our beginning band, and with a couple of exceptions, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, we have 3 students who have played before. I brought in a couple ringers to fill in a couple parts, the large senior types back there and one back there. But for most of these kids, they had never touched an instrument before August. So, and some of you who might be parents of them might remember that day in August when they brought that instrument home the first time. They've come a ways. They've come a ways. They're doing a fine job. This next piece is called Chant de Noël.
Talking in any of them.
Hello, everyone. As you can tell, we have lots of people all over the place coming up here. So many of these musicians are coming from band and other choirs and everything. So this is our choir. I'm Miss Makita. I'm a student teacher from Sacramento State University. And I've been working under supervision of Mr. Smiley and Mr. Murray, helping out with the choirs and the piano, and observing the other classes. So super happy to be here, super happy to see you guys. Today, we will be singing 2 songs for you. Our first one is Over the Sea to Sky. It's a Scottish folk song, text by Robert Stevenson and music arranged by Ruth Elaine Schramm. This piece tells the story of a field hero, Bonnie Prince Charlie. In efforts to reclaim the British throne of his family lineage, Bonnie Prince Charlie led the Jacobite Rising of 1745, but after being defeated in the Battle of Culloden, was forced to escape to the island of Skye, which is off of the northeast coast of Scotland. This piece offers a look into the mix of emotions he must have felt on his journey to this place of refuge. Grief and defeat and loss, as well as uncertainty, but hope for the future. This will be performed by our concert choir in the front row, who meets during 4th period. Often you will see concert choirs with many more people, but this group specifically has worked very hard to develop a choral sound with just the 6 of them. They've come a long way since the beginning of the year, so we have this piece to showcase their efforts and progress, as well as feature their unique sound.
Thank
Thank you. Our next piece will be Remember Me, text by Christina Rossetti and music arranged by Ruth Morris Gray. This song is told from the perspective of someone who has passed away and asks the listener to remember them in the positive ways they can. The end of this piece features 3 independent parts where you'll hear from each section. In order to bring out these parts and more effectively connect each other with the universal experience of loss and remembrance, we have vocal jazz in the back 2 rows to join us for this piece. This is Remember Me.
When I am
You'll notice though that there's a couple of majors playing with the minors. The three of us fill in parts that need to be filled in to make out a complete jazz band, but we don't play lead parts. You know, so I'm playing like a bass trombone part, and Mr. Murray's playing a third trumpet part, and Ms. Makita is playing piano because she can and we can't. So that's why we got her doing that. So this, I call it the Breakfast Club because this started with most of these kids hanging out in the band room. As I get here about 7-ish and I open the door and these kids were coming in and they were starting to make noise anyway. And it's like, would you like to start reading some jazz charts? And they say, yeah, let's do that. And I used to refer to them just as a breakfast club anyway because they were always there so early. So I came up with the name The Breakfast Club Occasional Jazz Society. This isn't a class. These are kids who take their time on Wednesdays and Fridays to come make music as early as 7 o'clock on a good day when they can get their rides, but usually about 7:30, but still an hour before school starts, and they're here making music. And it's just so cool because we're making music with them, and I don't have to grade it. They're just making music, and I don't have to worry about grades. We just play, and it's wonderful. That was Andres on Barry sax. He's been playing Barry sax for like 4 months. He started out on flute. He's playing oboe in the symphonic band, and he was playing flute in the jazz band. And it's like, you kind of need a lower voice. Here's a Barry sax. Learn that, because he's always complaining about things being too easy. So now we're going to get into the holiday mood. Little pun for this next one, Noel in swing, and we've got a couple more soloists. We've got Marion and Adriana. this year they've started replaying some of the old Christmas specials. You know, got to see How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Frosty the Snowman. They're back on network TV. You don't have to subscribe to something to see everything. And we found a really nice arrangement of Her Mean One with Mr. Grinch. It's not going to hold up to Thurl Ravenscroft singing with that ultra deep voice. That's so cool. But this one's pretty cool too. So this is our last little musical Christmas card to you. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. A couple more soloists. Actually, Curtis and Adriana. All right, here we go.
Yep, so we have 18 singers, and of those, we also have an 8-person combo that we're going to take the festival this year. First time ever doing that. And they're all singers who love to perform, so we included them. We just finished going to Sac State for their Winter Jazz Festival. Carrie Marsh and Julie Donaldson were there working with them, and they didn't say anything but amazing things about them. Their heads are swollen like this. Hard to get them in through the door. So we're going to do 2 songs we did for that set today. We're going to do Little Hummingbird, written and arranged by Carrie Marsh and Julie Donaldson. And then we're going to do Basically Speaking, originally a Les Hooper chart. These are a whole bunch of names you may or may not know. But Phil Matson did the last arrangement, and I edited it down to where we could do it. And we have 2 soloists, Serena, 11, and Malia on 4. No, she has a booth. Don't give her any sympathy at all. None. None whatsoever. You ready? You want to do it? Check or we good? Okay, let's go. Little Hummingbird.
Oh, I believe it. I know. Not our favorite. That poor girl was hobbling along. Maybe the sound. We're gonna chalk it up to that.
For no reason.
I want him to take care of it better, so it just looks even or doesn't run it. He's too clean, probably. That's a super statement. It goes from here, not
You're not making
but it could break off when it's dead.
You're not making it bigger.
I'll ask my friend Selena if she'll do a house call for him.
I just wanted to look. I wasn't. And we weren't invited. No, you assumed I was.
Why?
Wait, when was it?
Wanted to about your Thank you. That was YTBN, which stands for Yet to Be Named, which was created by James Christian and arranged by Andy Sullivan, who is our director. And unfortunately, he was unable to join us tonight. But I have stepped in to direct the next piece you're going to hear, which is I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, arranged by Chris Brooks. The drumline has put in a lot of effort over the past couple of weeks to get this piece ready, and we're very excited to show you what we've done. Thank you.
All right. We've got a major shift going on now. And I mentioned before the concert started that we have a lot of students doing a lot of jobs. You see a lot of kids performing in many different ensembles. And for the first time in a long time, we actually have a lot of students who are seriously considering studying music in college, being music majors. And one of the things that we're proud of is that we offer enough variety in our curriculum for students to seriously consider. You know, I've been telling like my band kids, if you want to be a music major, you need to join choir, you need to be in piano, you know, to get good credit for that, and they're doing it. So that's really exciting to see band kids singing in the choir. We've got choir kids taking up band instruments and learning piano as well. And I think we've got some students who are going to do really well when they enter college next year. A lot of them are seniors. We have a couple of juniors who are really thinking about being music majors and such, so that's really exciting. We have a couple that are actually considering going into music education, and I kind of go, well, why? But then I realize, you know, this is a pretty good gig, actually. I actually ran into my elementary school band director years ago. I said, Mr. Hildinger, I became a music teacher. He looked at me and said, didn't you pay attention to anything I said? But this has been a great ride. This is where I look over my shoulder and see if the band is ready yet. We're not one of those schools that have enough equipment to set up for the percussion ensemble over there and the band over here. So the symphonic band has been pretty busy. Up until October, they were the pep band in all the football games. And you saw a lot of them in the jazz band, so Wednesday and Friday mornings. Yesterday we played performances at lunchtime, kind of advertising for the concert tonight and everything. And in 2 days, this band in front of you is going to put on their marching uniforms and march in the Rio Linda Christmas Parade, which is at 6 o'clock, goes right down M Street. And it's a terrific parade, a lot of cool floats, but you have to think dry thoughts. The kids will do fine in the rain. It's the flutes and the clarinets and the saxophones that won't. So if it's raining too hard, unfortunately, we won't march because we can't afford to get all those instruments refurbished. So here we go. Are you set yet? Almost. I throw a lot of stuff at percussion, so I'm kind of understanding. I'm doing it to them. You know, I throw that at them, so I got to be patient with them. But I always say I don't train drummers, I train percussionists. You know, drummers, they do like one thing. But our percussionists, they play all that stuff back there, and I'm so proud of the work that they do. And it's such an asset to our band to have percussionists that can just pick up a piece and read. It is so valuable. Have I covered long enough? Are we ready?
Sure. Last chance.
All right. Those of you who were here before the concert, remember I kind of prepped you. We're going to do a piece called Selections from the Nutcracker. And there's going to be places where it looks like I'm done, but what did I tell you? Don't clap until my hands come down, right? That's a pro move. Always watch the conductor. Don't clap until the hands come down, okay? Here comes the test. That piece is a little bit tougher than our fight song. They did a good job. They did a really good job. Next up has become a tradition for us. I've heard this played so many times, and I decided this just had to be a tradition for us as well. So, you know, if you do something long enough, everybody thinks, well, we've always done it that way. And we started doing it before there's a new BC, right? Before COVID. We started doing it before COVID. So now it's a tradition lost in the midst of time, and it will carry on long after me. So this is Sleigh Ride, which is always a fun tune, and everybody has their way of doing it, and this is our way of doing it. So hope you enjoy Sleigh Ride. A tradition that actually predates me, although we changed songs, but a tradition that actually predates my tenure here is combining the choirs and the symphonic band for a finale for our winter concert. As the choir is coming up onto the risers, I want to let you know that a program like this doesn't exist without a lot of support from a lot of different places. We've enjoyed a great deal of support from our own administration, who has kept this program staffed with at least 2 full-time music teachers all the time that I've been here, and they've been very responsive to our needs. When we say, hey, we need this, they usually help us find stuff that we need, so that's really terrific. And of course, there's the support of the families who, you know, tolerate kids making noise in their houses, and you're supportive of these kids exploring music. And I hope that this becomes a source of pride for you and your families. I know that my parents, in a very touching moment, wrote letters to me saying how important it was that I was a musician and how much they enjoyed coming to my concerts and stuff. So I hope that this becomes a source of pride for your families as well. I'm immensely proud of the work that these kids are doing, and it's just a joy to come to work and work with these kids. We've also enjoyed support at the district level. When we come up a little short for a tour or something like that, the district has been pretty responsive in coming up with some funds to help with a shortfall so that the Vocal Jazz can go to a prestigious jazz festival in Southern California and such. So it's always wonderful to have this support. But with this support, I would like to invite you to let these people know how much you value programs like this. When you see school board members, when you see the superintendent, when you see our own administration, our principal, vice principals, let them know how much you value programs like this and how important it is to have things like this going on, because this really is the heart and soul of the culture of this school, and we enjoy being a part of that. There are so many schools that got rid of the arts, and oddly their test scores didn't go up. They just sucked the soul out of their kids. But here, we got these kids giving them an opportunity to grow and be musical and express themselves in exciting ways. And we're getting the results to show for it. So thank you for your support of our program, and thank you for sending your kids here. We know that there's other places that they could be going, but we're kind of the best kept secret in this corner of the world. We've got some great kids here, some good music going on, and just because we're not a big prestigious school, no, we got it going on here, and we're so appreciative that you're here. So thank you very much. I do want to acknowledge, when I make a mistake, I need to own that mistake. And I forgot to put Ms. Makita's name in the program. She introduced herself when she was here with the choir. She's a student teacher from Sac State. And both Mr. Murray and I went to Sac State. I got both of my degrees and my credential from Sac State. So we're big fans of Sac State. Go Hornets, singers up. And she's been doing great work. She's been so engaged with everything and diving right in and working with the kids and observing everything she can. She came to one of our football games to see how that thing works, and she's just been at everything. And it's been terrific working with her, and we still get a few more months, so that's awesome. So now we're gonna finish out our program tonight with a festive Christmas celebration. We used to do It's Christmas, and sometimes that creeps back into my brain, and I almost say it. So here we go, a festive Christmas celebration. We do need your kids to put their stuff away first. They might not clean their rooms at home, but we need them to clean their room here. So if you can bear with us for a few minutes while we get things put away at the end, you get your kids back and we all get to go home. So cheers.